Hey everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. It is Thursday, March 7th, 2019. Let's start off with this. Stocks are down over 200 points as I am doing this video blog. But, did you just happen to see how the futures market reacted this morning after the ECB announced QE forever? I'm not kidding. This is really the truth. Let's go over that. So stock futures were down about 85 points, referring to Dow futures. Then the announcement comes out, ECB going to recapitalize the banks, more stimulus, more QE. The blink of an eye, stock futures reversed and we're in the positive by about 35, 40 points or so. I mean, you just got to laugh at this stuff. It's incredible. And then right now, again, negative across the board. I can't imagine, seriously, that I just don't get it. I really don't. When is the point going to come where people realize, or even investors, banks, whatever, that this is nothing but being propped up by debt on top of more debt on top of more debt? It's not real. This environment is going to correct so hard at one point. People they're not going to know what to do with themselves. I'm telling you, in the streets outside of your house, you're going to see people walking around dumbfounded as their investments evaporate, as the society around them literally melts down. It's just unbelievable, but that's where we are at this point. It's incredible. Let's talk about this trade deal with China that we've been hearing about for months. I believe, number one, I believe now, because I've been thinking about this a lot, and it's important. It's already priced into the market. There's no doubt in my mind that at this point it's priced into the market with all of the rhetoric, the talk, the deals around the corner, it's going fantastic. The market's priced it in. So I believe that if a deal is reached, it's going to be a sell the news moment. I keep getting questions about this. A lot of you seem to be very, especially traders, and I get it, wondering how this is going to play out. But if you think about it, if you're a trader out here, if you're just looking to figure out how this will more than likely play out, there's no way, in my view, that this can't be priced in at this time. So it'll be a sell the news moment. And if a deal is not reached, we are going to peel off thousands of points on the Dow that day. Maybe 2,000. I'm just throwing a number out here, but I would be willing to bet a big drop is going to happen. If a deal is not reached, we will break through the December lows. There's no doubt. And I think, here's what the Chinese are doing. The Chinese understand that President Trump's Achilles heel is the stock market. They can wait. They're in no rush at all to make a deal. If the stock market takes a big hit, that's it for President Trump. He will not get reelected 100%. That's been his claim to fame. And he even said it yesterday, or it's actually being reported yesterday, all over the place. Because everything else is in shambles. We haven't had one round of good economic news, and as far back as I can remember, we're not adding any jobs. Debts and deficits are exploding. We're buying these jobs. That's it. If we were not doing this, we would be losing jobs, and we would be in a full-blown recession, if not depression. But the setup here is very clear to me, sincerely, and it's always the same thing. Our politicians collude with the central banks around the world to inflate bubbles in the stock market, in assets. And then the plug gets pulled and the wealth gets transferred from one group of people to another. But this one, there is nothing like it. This will be the final blow, literally the final blow to the middle class, which is virtually extinct right now. And again, I explained this yesterday. If it weren't for the members of the middle class borrowing beyond their eyeballs. I mean, debt is at a record high with regard to the middle class. They would immediately fall to the lower tier. So it's the illusion that there's a middle class right now. It's not here either. It's just an incredible situation that we're in. But we have to understand we need to be ready for this whenever it's going to happen. Just a few days ago, I explained to you that it looked to me like this market was getting toppy. I have been short this market since that time. I explained this all to you. I've made a ridiculous amount of money in just a couple of days while everyone else is crying. But this is what happens. And this is why I want people to understand. I mean, you're hearing it from the horse's mouth. When this melts down, the investment banks are going to short everything and the wealth transfer occurs. It's happening now, right now, today, where traders like myself, my lions out here who got in, I posted it everywhere. Now is the time to short the market. I nailed it, and I nailed it so hard I'm actually kind of shocked myself. But anyway, I hope people wake up. That's my real hope. Is that people understand that the environment we are in around the world is nothing more but being propped up on the back of exploding debts and deficits, and every day that more debt is borrowed into existence, the world central banks get stronger and stronger and stronger. That's it. Anyway, that's where we're at right now. And I don't like it. I really don't. Anyway. With that said, I'll see you all at the end of the day. Love you a lot.